GT to Buy podcast. Gonna mention another episode real quick. Um, had an attempted assassination at the Trump rally today. Absolutely crazy, ludicrous what happened out there. We're gonna kind of talk about it. We're gonna go through, let you see it for yourself, and then we're gonna have a little bit of dialogue on it here. Give me one second.
The Washington Post, again, citing the local district attorney from Butler County, is that an audience member was killed and the shooter is dead as well. Another person said to be in serious condition, according to this prosecutor. Again, this is from the prosecutor to the Washington Post. To reiterate, Trump grazed by gunfire. An audience member was killed. The shooter is also dead. Killed, we understand, by either Secret Service or by local law enforcement, who we believe unleashed fire once the former president had been grazed. Another person in serious condition at this hour, and that Donald Trump is receiving medical care at this hour. And I'm sure it will be very thorough, even though he looks like he's all right. They need to make absolutely sure that that's the case. We're going to play the video for you now as we have it. You will hear two shots at the top, and we believe that that is the shooter. We believe at this hour that what comes after is return gunfire by law enforcement. And in an incredible scene, you will see President Trump get back to his feet, fist up in the air, appearing to say the words, "fight," and the crowd breaks out in chants. Watch.
You see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Break this down real quick. So it's three initial shots. Sounds like it's from the same gun. So one of them seems. So they're saying he got grazed on the ear. So this guy is obviously trying to kill him. Those are headshots that he's trying to do. But with the head and that, as far as they're off, it's a hard target to hit. Some people in the stands behind him were shot. Two people were shot, I believe, is what they're saying. One person is dead because he was shot in the head. Another person's in critical condition. Then you heard return gunfire from the Secret Service back at the suspect, so they re-engaged the suspect and they were able to get the suspect down as well.
Move to spare. Hold. When you're ready, on you.
Ready?
Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here, move it to the spare.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready?
Shooter's down. Shooter's down.
Are we good?
Shooter's down.
Shooter's down. Are we good to move?
Shooter's down. We're good to move.
We're clear.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. Get the shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
So you see him there, he gets up, puts his fist up to let everybody know, get the chance of USA out of there. So he's obviously in good spirits. They'll thoroughly check him just to make sure. My condolences to the individual that was just there at the rally just to come and support that their life is taken, and the other individual who's in critical condition. Good job to Secret Service for returning fire, taking quick action. So coming from law enforcement, the average gunfight is like 15 seconds. So within that time frame is the difference between life and death, winning and losing. And so you have to take quick action. So for them to figure out where the gunfire was coming from, be able to communicate it, be able to get shots off on the suspect to take him down, because who knows? The suspect could have kept on going, and then who knows who else would have been shot, killed, or hurt in this act of violence, pure evil. So I will say that. Obviously, the Secret Service will get together afterwards in their debrief, and they'll figure out how this happened. I will tell you this going forward with Trump rallies, because this is election season. He's got plenty more rallies planned. Um, Now there's gonna have to be a heightened awareness for safety, especially for the individuals that are just bystanders that are just there to support. Um, you can go to a rally and that might be the last time that you're seen or heard from by your family. So serious things here. This is going to go down as a date in history, July 13th, 2024. Somebody attempted to assassinate a former president and current presidential nominee. Um, well, you think about the hatred and some of the anger that is going on in America today, and some of the things that have been pushed to push us to the point of political violence. That's what this is. This is political violence. This is somebody who has been pushed to the brink and felt like, well, I don't like this individual. I don't want this individual to be the president of the United States, so I'm going to take matters in my own hands, lose my life in the process, but go try to kill him. That's essentially what this is. This is an act of political violence, and we have an idea. I mean, you're not going to catch a Trump supporter trying to kill Trump. So obviously, this person is going to come from the other side of the aisle, right? They're going to have some mindset, some things in their head from the other side of the aisle, typically. Um, but when you think about it, even though Martin Luther King was not a president, he was a figure, right? And he was a figure that represented change from the current establishment, change from the current things that are going on. So he represented change, and he was assassinated because he represented change, right? He represented a different way of going about business that people that are set in their ways they don't want to do that, right? And so right now in the political climate, the battles that they're fighting in politics now is just absolutely ludicrous, man. I mean, um, you got a lot of stuff being pushed, a lot of hatred being pushed. Oh, this man's racist and this and that and the other, and it's crazy because the main people that call Trump racist are white people. That's what's crazy to me. Like, I'm a black person and I don't think he's racist. Honestly, I think that me being a cop too, that the crazy thing is that when the George Floyd stuff was going down, I got black friends. I'm a black dude. I'm gonna have black friends. And I remember I was working one night and I'm down there and my homeboys, we come dap it up, and this white dude comes up, don't, you can't talk to him. Yeah, he's a police officer. You're black. You shouldn't talk to him. And I'm like, that right there is the new oppression. White liberals telling us, and Malcolm X said it best. You can't trust white liberal men. Tell because you never know what they're about. This dude comes up and tells us what we can and can't do, calling stuff racist when that's actually racist in and of itself. Because you are telling a black man what to do. A black man can't even make his own decision, right? You have to make it for him. That's what oppression is. Oppression is not having the ability to make your own decision. Like, you're put back here, right? You're forced to stay back here. You can't move because this person says so. And that's essentially what happened. And so I dealt with that a lot on the force, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, they act like, and it's crazy because they're screaming racism all the time. When the people that they're supposed to be racist against, or there's racism against, aren't even saying screaming racism. That's crazy. But this is a political election that I figured would get here. There's such hatred, man. I mean, when you try to smear a person to the point of making people feel like, oh man, this guy is this, or this guy is that, this guy's a felon, or he's a racist, or he's a bigot, or all this type of stuff. When you start to pour that in, people believe you, people line up behind you. And then that creates a level of hatred that can lead to violence. So we got political violence for the first time in America in a while. This is crazy. This is huge. Uh, my condolences to the deceased bystander. Prayers for Trump and then the other civilian that was just there just to support, that was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Pure evil. This is what happens when the wicked run the country. When the wicked run the country, evil will prevail. Evil will always win when the wicked run the country. And that's what's happening now. The wicked are running the country, so evil is winning. Evil is winning. And that's what happened here today. This is going to go down in history. This is huge. This is huge. In a negative way, it's huge. And so hopefully going forward with Trump rallies, they will have heightened security. Because this has been a while since we've had an assassination attempt. or an assassination in general. So it just shows where the country is. But for him to stand up and be the leader that he is and let them know, man, we're not backing down. At the end of the day, that's the type of person that you want to be in charge, to be riding, to be guiding the ship. Somebody who's going to go up there, put their fist up in the air and say, we're not jacking around. Like, we're done with the crap. So, like I said, hopefully he can get healed up. I know the Republican National Convention is coming up soon. It's going to be huge. Um, and he's going to announce his VP pick. And so this is just a kind of a minor setback and great things to come for Trump. And so we'll just kind of see what happens, and we'll kind of listen and kind of see how this as the news breaks. I'm anxious to see if they find out anything on the individual that shot's background, like who is this person, who are they affiliated with? Is there anything that can tell us why this person did what they did? I mean, we all have ideas because of the current culture and the current climate of why he might have done it, but I don't want to assume. I want to be able to have some evidence to back it up. So hopefully they'll come with something and be able to give us some information on this person, because they'll look into his past, they'll look online, his online groups, like who he associates with, and then they'll be able to kind of paint a picture of, okay, this is the type of person that was trying to assassinate the president. And so we'll kind of get some information there. But um, like I say, condolences to the deceased. I know that there was a doctor that was at the rally that tried to revive the individual that was shot in the head. They said there was brain matter. They showed a photo of the doctor's older white male. He had blood all on his white shirt. So clearly a chaotic scene out there, craziness. But that is where America is headed, in the wrong direction, and we got to get the ship turned around. And it starts with newness at the White House. So hopefully we can get that, guys. It's GT the Vibe podcast. I appreciate you guys watching.